high five you because you fucked 400 girls.
Allegedly. Yeah, but I mean,
allegedly.
Here's the thing. For a
And I
man,
have.
stop. For a man to have sex with a lot of girls, he has to put in work. You don't have to put in work. You just get
Not
fucked.
in Miami, not in Miami.
I
What
love
the
the
fuck
idea
is he
of being a
talking
high
about?
value man too. That shit's funny as fuck to me. Most important thing, money, how much value I have, how much sex I give, how many orgasms I deliver, and also how long my penis is. You can make it longer. Look up Pilking. And also Shelfmax. Pilking is something we made up, don't worry about it.
What the fuck? Because you fuck a lot of girls, your value goes down?
It goes up.
It goes up?
If you fuck a lot of guys, your value goes down.
These niggas are
Oh, it
disgusting.
doesn't matter?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, what's your body count then?
I'm not gonna say it.
Exactly.
Listen, if you didn't care and it didn't matter, you would say your body count. But it does matter, which is why you don't want to say it.
No,
That's
it's
the point.
just because it's private. I don't want to say it on the internet because like people are dumb and they're gonna be like, I don't know. It's just.
But that means it matters.
It's my life.
But that
It
means
doesn't
it matters.
matter. It's
But
people are just dumb.
That's my point.
I
That
can
means
say
it
it.
matters. No,
I can say it. I can say it. Okay, 13.
Cap. Not the
I
cap.
swear to God.
The logic is the good key, unlock mini lock, bad lock, unlocked by mini key. That's like the logic, but that's with locks and keys, not humans. So let's circle back to Mr. Fresh, Walter. Little buddy
That's
Walter,
an
all right?
ugly-ass dude.
Little guy, he's a little fella. Just a little tiny guy. He's very, he's in hot water right now because he's, he's the antithesis of what he sold himself as.
Mhm.
He's a simp. He's a freaking simp, guys. That's
Why
right.
not,
The
too? You tell
slur
that from the
on
beginning.
Twitch. Simp. You can't say simp on Twitch.
And before anybody gets upset, be like, oh, you guys really wanted us to give them like a courtesy as the least we could have done before we do a video shitting on them. So I messaged Walter and I let him know, like, hey man, just wanted to give you a courtesy heads up that we're gonna cover you simping for a sugar baby. So I did let him know before we did the video.
So the first part of this
I
just
like them. I don't know
bonkers
why I
story
have them.
begins with this guy meeting a girl that I think is named Miranda about a year ago. All right, the way they met, very suspicious, and it's fucking hilarious. Miranda posts a lot on TikTok about how she finesses men. This gal's a sugar baby, all right? Getting a bunch of money from a bunch of guys who are very desperate, have too much money, 5K a week, not even for sex. They just want them to get farted on, basically. Okay, guys, she flexing on them 30, how do you say hoes with numbers? Miranda loves bragging about all the men she gets to send her money online via TikTok, which is awesome. In the same way Red Pill content is awesome. On the Fresh and Fit podcast, Miranda specifically does not care about money, though. She wants a man with personality.
I care that he has a personality and I can be around him. I don't want to kill him. No, I really don't. I do not care about his chain. I do not care about his watch. I don't care that
Eat it up, N-word. That's your charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this P-word right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card.
I saw she hadn't been tainted yet. She had to be like in certain circles where like, you know what? Damn, she's gone to the streets.
Dude, she didn't want to cockroach. Honestly, she didn't want to do this live stream. She's doing this for me, so I appreciate her for that.
Yeah, so it's like a bit of irony there, a bit of poetic irony, okay? Macaroni. By the way, we're watching a video from this guy, Aben Preach. They're reacting to a video that was deleted that has all this original content. Everything has been deleted. It's very hard to find it. I've never seen anyone look at me ever like this, ever.
God, you look really pretty. Your eyes are really pretty.
Thank you. Yours are as well. Thank you. They're blue. Fresh, eventually, after receiving a lot of pressure from the fans, came clean on a live stream where he said that they met on a Seeking Sugar Baby website. How is that a thing? What?
Honestly, no cap.
with no cap. We met on Seeking.
Yeah, so we met on there. We definitely spoke.
Take that shirt off, you ugly motherfucker.
And that was it for like a couple months.
Yeah.
We didn't talk for like a minute.
We didn't talk for like months because I didn't really want to meet people.
Very embarrassing. Why would you ever go on a Seek? Isn't that cheating? You don't need to use any skill at all. You just get fucking money. You just have money. This is her account. D Milfy, 23, female, Miami, Florida, United States. What the fuck is up with Miami, dude? I feel like I would combust if I ever went there. I'm 22, truly.
Yeah, you guys
I know my veterinary hospital someday. My men are younger than that. I'm a golden retriever lab now. It was 3 years old. I try to take him to the dog park for a long walk when I can. When I'm not with him, I'm usually working, running, or having dinner and drink with a friend. Also seeking
Yeah,
active lifestyle, fine dining, luxury lifestyle, mentorship. Very open-minded, always down, tries to do it, great spirit. See, this seems pretty reasonable, right? But then you got her making TikToks about just clowning on dudes and stealing their money, essentially. I worry about the online digital footprint in regard to this veterinarian hospital. Reputation is pretty important when working in the medical field, even if it's just for animals. Look at them down there. If I had to be one of these people, though, I'd probably choose Miranda. Either that or an amorphous, great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jelly. This, by the way, 2 years ago, the beginning of the end for the Fresh and Fit podcast, or the beginning of the decline. They're still around. It's very hard to disappear unless you say some really wacky shit. But this started the end of Fresh, specifically with the Fresh and Fit podcast. Quiet and shy guy number 63. I don't get why he's here. He has no natural energy. He's not a leader. I don't know what's going on. Why do people like him? He's a fucking bump on a log.
It doesn't have to be just you. It could be you and a rotating guest of whoever you want. If you want to, I mean, I know you can have Sneeko because the whole YouTube thing, well, the whole banning thing, whatever, but you can have other people that constantly come in and rotate, whatever. And I just feel like he just sits there like a bump on the log, man. He waits to end the show.
I feel like that caller is absolutely right, by the way. Dude has no contributions. He doesn't say anything. Nothing's going on. He's not even offensive like the other guy. He's not even saying anything. He just doesn't do shit. People in the comments love calling the other guy Uncle Ruckus.
Let's say that again. I couldn't hear you over the sound of me shitting myself.
Why people get a bit annoyed because they're going, hey, we see this other fucking dude on the other side of the table working hard, day in, day out, losing sleep, grinding the whole time, talking about equipment, doing a whole bunch of other shit. And it just seems like you're just going to the it's working.
And it seems like he's been deleted off of all of his socials. I don't know if he deleted them himself or if he's been banned because he flew too close to the Red Pill Sun and was talking about Tower 7 or something fun like that. He does have a Patreon still. Maybe he just doesn't use social media. Perfectly reasonable as well. Poor guy gets called out on Reddit as well. Walter Weeks, if you just hang out with team after shows, go to club. There's no research for any of these shows. It shows that. That's what I do on my podcast with Mudahar. To be fair, they talk about anime and shit, and I just don't give a fuck, man.
Sucks.
Very relevant, very
You think this shit like close to feeling better? You really not.
Take the gym, know the speech therapy session seriously. Why would he when he gets paid while doing nothing? Going to club and twerk.
I truly understand why people don't give a strike when they sit there and complain. I
Refuses to
get
do
it.
long hours at work, but he had to go to the club and twerk. He loves going to club, man, and he sucks. He's not a red pill genius. He's just pretending. He doesn't say things that are engaging that make you think, regardless of whether or not they're right or wrong. Anyways, now we are to the most depressing part of this whole thing and the biggest drama that Fresh has been involved in, and I feel it's very depressing. It's not good. It's really fucking bad. Walter fell for another woman. This time, he accidentally put a baby inside of her.
That's horrible.
And this woman, unfortunately for him, is just there for the money. Normally, that's a good thing for Walter. Walter likes that normally. But this time, she's just there for the money, and there's a baby, and that means there's a lot of money entitled. Not good. Daisy Chen is the model, the woman who set the trap for the desperate man who's got the cash. Now, obviously, none of this would be an issue. This happens all the fucking time, and he doesn't stand for things like this. It's the antithesis, once again, of the red pill movement. Would you guys stop wrestling like fucking Russian bears? Girls who are only with a guy because of money, not charm. You can't do that. That's not what it's about. It's about being a high-value male. You're not a high-value male if you're just paying people to pretend that you're a high-value male. That's not how it works. Then comes Fresh beginning a dating relationship with this girl, and it just doesn't end the way it ends exactly how you'd expect it. He got the girl, and there's text messages to prove it. Whatever the distance is, please don't give up on us. And likewise, if you're so much, miss you 24/7 and it's scary. Come back sooner than Misha Jongorema. March. Seems like he got the girl. Then radio silent. Turns out he didn't get the girl. He didn't get the girl. He didn't actually want to be a father. He's not a good man. He's not a red pill guy at all. He's a bad person. He's what we thought. He's the antithesis of what all this having values and principles is about. They talk about him not being monogamous and being no guy who broke his promises about a bunch of problems, but he used me. He hurted me. He was a cheater and a huge gamer. I only found it. Dude, he's fucking Fresh from Fresh and Fit. He's what? How could you not know this? I only found out this later and started to take his haters' word. You stood by his side and supported him and believed in him. You are a naive person, very naive. Go to court, make him pay child support. Justice. So she doubles down, releases all this information, says that as of March 30th, she's pregnant. She doesn't want this to happen to any other girls. And Fresh asked her to move out and leave. She booked a ticket back to New York City, and she's fucking outie, dude. Pregnant? I'll call you shortly. Take your time. Chinese phone call. I can't have kids. Take responsibility for your actions. Yeah, dude. Take responsibility for your actions. 3 to 4 week, doctor says. Oh, okay. It's our baby, and you went to kill our baby. You are not being a good human. It's not about that right now. It's not good, and it's a lot happening, especially now. Business may be over.
We knew
Also,
that.
now I'm worried I have to test other girls.
Why you out here
At least
acting
4.
crazy?
Another girl. 4 girls who are saying you have sex with 4 girls without protection. I hope you have all the money for your children's support. You finally admit you are fucking trash. I don't have money. Good luck. You will see. Super selfish. Massive just lack of responsibility being taken here. Not masculine behavior, in my opinion, at all. Very, very not masculine. I don't know what behavior this is, but it seems demonic in nature. It's not feminine behavior. It's not masculine behavior. It's not honest behavior. What are other positive values and principles that
Honorable.
real men and good people in general should have? I can't think of any that apply to this here. I think this is just being a piece of shit. Tons of people are calling out Mr. Fresh for being a fucking absolute deadbeat and abandoning his baby mama's child. Also, while begging her to kill it, so he's not financially obligated in any other way. A phone call was leaked of him talking, and it's just as you'd expect.
I want the baby. I don't want to kill the baby. I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to.
You're not. They just give you a pill and it's over.
No,
Disgusting.
I'm pregnant.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The pill, they just give it to you for a doctor and then you're good.
I am pregnant. I can't pretending like nothing
Oh, say
happened.
it, the pill.
I can't. In my religion, we don't kill.
Don't worry, you're not killing it. It's okay. Don't worry. This is just an example of what not to be as a person. First off, for hooking up with anyone who's been with 1,000 people and says that publicly, you're an idiot. You're stupid as fuck. Secondly, being a deadbeat and not taking responsibility for your actions and accepting consequences for the things you do. Huge fucking idiot. As well, gigantic, big, fucking, massive idiot. So whatever it is, if it's baby trapping, oh well, you deserve it. What the fuck do you expect when you do what you do? Needless to say, these two geniuses addressed the allegations with a lawyer on the pod, and the lawyer was stressing, dude. Stressing the entire time. Fuck.
You guys are excellent communicators. You have a great point of view. It's why I was a fan before I was your counsel. I gotta tell you, man, you're killing me right now. You're killing me with what you're saying right now. Because again, from an entertainment and a reality perspective, I love it. Preach, my friends. But now is not the time to unleash the Kraken here.
I'm done.
There is a lot being said right now, and I appreciate, Walter, that you are taking my advice and you are not saying it.
Never said anything.
We are going down roads that we do not need to go down right now.
This poor guy, he's like, holy fuck. There's also, I take that he just never loved her from the very beginning and was just pretending or whatever, just to seem like a red pill guy. But he introduced her to his mother, which I feel like he becomes fairly personal at that point. So then they start defending her and saying that she's not there for money. She comes from a wealthy family. She has a visa. She comes from China a whole bunch of times and stuff, and it's hard to do that.
This girl comes from a rich-ass family.
Yeah, bro.
You know how difficult it is to get a visa as a Chinese national to come to the United States as often as she does? She comes from a very wealthy family, bro. Okay? And I don't know why Fresh hasn't explained this before, but that's what it is.
And right after that, they then start calling her a hoe. So I'm not really sure what the fuck the point of this is. Seriously.
A man is really not truly successful until the 304s come out of the woodwork and say, I have your baby, I'm pregnant with your baby, I need to talk to you about the baby, what are we gonna do about the baby?
Another video comes out, Walter nowhere to be seen, probably for legal reasons, and they crack down on Daisy Chen.
We've been through hell together. We had people come at us. We've had death threats at us. People
Is he
fucking
crying?
laugh at every time we fucking go through some bullshit. People make allegations on us. People have tried to absolutely fucking destroy us. You know who was around me the whole fucking time? These fucking guys. So you motherfuckers can say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna stand by the guys that stand by me. Cause you fucking piece of shit aren't fucking there when I'm going through you.
Things very stressful in Fresh and Fit world, and I can imagine at this point I would cut up the relationship. I would drop Fresh in an instant. After all this stuff, I would have dropped him a long time ago. He's fucking boring as shit. Like, you just can't. Why are you making content with him? What are you doing? Like, you don't have to just make content with someone. You're just all grifting. Find someone who's even better and make more money and put him behind the scenes. What the fuck? You've shown and proven that principles don't matter, but Fit, he goes on a massive rant about loyalty and starts, I think, crying while he's screaming and yelling about how he's loyal to a fault.
I'm fucking there when I'm fucking figuring out. I'm fucking because we got the minds. You motherfuckers weren't there when everyone in the fucking line is. You motherfuckers weren't there when I got the false accusation against me. You motherfuckers weren't there.
So yeah, anyways, the whole fucking situation's crazy. They've got proof of her being an escort. She denies it, which is very odd. Something bizarre I wouldn't deny. Maybe it makes her look like a more responsible mom, gives her a better court case if she does want to try and extract money from Fresh. They didn't bring out a bit more evidence against her, exposing that she was fired from her job for fraud, and she's not even who she says she is, which is crazy.
We have her ID. Here she is. We obviously blurted out personal information so that we wouldn't dox her. But to show you guys that we know what we're talking about here, we actually have her Jin Chen. That's your real name, by the way, Jin Chen. It's not Daisy. You run around calling yourself Daisy Chen, but it's really Jin Chen. Okay? And we found out that you got fired from your job. Okay? Here's where you used to work for. Right? For a marketing company. You were a marketing manager, Daisy. Or should I say Jin Chen? And we had the documents to show that you got fired. And why you got fired? Again, this is all in Chinese.
Overall, bad person, bad shit, asshole situation all around. I'd say take that pill and move on. At the end of the day, we have to choose sides. You cannot sit on a situation like this. Are we siding as the internet as a whole? Are we siding with Walter or are we siding with Daisy? We have to choose facts over feelings. All right. So, Fresh presents himself as an alpha male and says that girls don't get with him for money. That is provably false. And there's so much evidence of him just giving girls money to have him sleep with them. He only sleeps with girls who have value. He doesn't sleep with hoes, but also has been with 1,000 women. And I feel like most women with value probably wouldn't even want to touch a guy who statistically has 1,000% chance likelihood of increased genital warts. So the logic for Walter falls into this. Rules for thee, not for me. I'm a massive grifter. I suck as a human being. I am worthless. And to double down, I feel like proving all this shit after the fact just shows how dumb you guys are for letting her in your life when there is so much just negative shit about her online. To be honest, I think that this is pretty bad. This is a pretty bad look. If I was Walter, I would be insanely embarrassed. I do hope the situation is figured out. By the way, I'm fin-sitting. I think they're both absolute idiotic fools. But I'm inclined to be on Daisy Chen's side, just because I know less about her. Can't imagine she's that good of a person. Posting that shit on social media, I mean, this is just so fucking embarrassing. I'm once again on the side of the great supine protoplasmic invertebrate jellies. That's why I ride the fence, motherfuckers.
Ooh, that felt good. Ooh, another one. Ooh, another one. Ooh, another one. Ooh, that's an ugly one. I'm hitting that spot that I've been needing. That high ankle, and I feel it in my left cheek, right here. And it's loosening up right here. I can feel it just shocking right there. Ooh, right there. Gosh, man. Ooh. Ooh. Get it. Stay right. Stay right there. That shit hurts so bad. B12, vitamin D12.
vitamin B12 deficiency can cause weird or atypical clinical findings. We're going to talk about those in this lesson and why they occur. But let's first talk about vitamin B12 and how we can become deficient in it in the first place. So vitamin B12 is also known as copalamin. It is a water-soluble vitamin, and it is an essential vitamin that is acquired from our dietary consumption. So it's an essential vitamin, meaning that we have to get it from our diet. And we're going to get vitamin B12 from animal products, and these are going to include meat, poultry, fish, eggs, and dairy products. And vitamin B12 deficiency itself can come from either poor dietary intake, so this can be from not eating enough of these animal products, and we can see this from vegetarians and vegan diets. But it can also be due to compromised absorption, meaning that you might get enough in your diet, but you're not absorbing it properly. And the classic case is going to be pernicious anemia, which is an autoimmune destruction of the parietal cells in the stomach that help to absorb vitamin B12. And vitamin B12 is important for two enzymes in our body, and not having enough vitamin B12 or having a vitamin B12 deficiency is going to lead to issues with central nervous system functioning and red blood cell functioning. And because of this, we can see weird or atypical findings with vitamin B12 deficiency, and we'll talk about those and why they occur as we go through this lesson.
Oh, that feels good.
So the first set of findings that we can see with a vitamin B12 deficiency are psychological effects. So vitamin B12 deficiency can cause psychological and neurological issues. And the reason it does this is because of one of those enzymes we talked about before. And that enzyme is called methylmalonyl-CoA mutase. This is an enzyme that requires vitamin B12 as a cofactor. And if there's not enough vitamin B12 for this enzyme to function, we get a buildup of a toxic intermediary known as methylmalonic acid. So methylmalonic acid increases, and this is actually damaging to our neurons. It can actually lead to what we call axonal neuropathy, which means that there's damage to the axons of neurons. And more specifically, it's going to affect a part of the central nervous system, more specifically called the dorsal column medial lemniscus system, DCMLS. So because of these effects, we can see some issues. Some of these can include depression. So this depression is going to be a low mood, but it's not going to be what we would call major depressive disorder, because major depressive disorder occurs without a secondary cause. So if there is some medical cause that is causing the depression, it automatically is not considered major depressive disorder. And we can also see, along with the low mood, irritability occurring as well. Another common psychological finding with a vitamin B12 deficiency is decreased cognition. So this is going to involve impaired memory, understanding, judgment, and may appear like dementia in older patients. And this is oftentimes going to be something that can be looked at if a patient all of a sudden has some issues with their memory or understanding when they're older. So this can be something that can be looked at to essentially eliminate its potential cause. And in some patients, we may actually find that a vitamin B12 deficiency is the cause of some of their impaired cognition. So in those patients that have impaired cognition due to a vitamin B12 deficiency, if you replenish the vitamin B12, they can have improvement of their cognition. So these issues with memory, understanding, judgment, they can all be treated. And again, that is going to be in those patients that have these issues because of vitamin B12 deficiency. And these findings, these psychological effects, are going to be something that's found more early on in a vitamin B12 deficiency. But as the vitamin B12 deficiency becomes more and more chronic, we can start to see other issues occur, like neurological effects. So neurological effects are again due to that increased methylmalonic acid that leads to that axonic neuropathy. And it becomes irreversible if it's left untreated. So the longer a vitamin B12 deficiency goes, the more damage that can occur to those neurons. And if left untreated, it becomes irreversible. So again, that increased methylmalonic acid leads to axonal neuropathy, and that again affects the axons of neurons. So some of the neurological findings we can see with a vitamin B12 deficiency include symmetric paresthesias. So paresthesias are going to be numbness, tingling, and burning sensations. They're going to occur mostly on the lower limbs. And what's characteristic about a vitamin B12 deficiency is that they're going to be symmetric, meaning that they're going to be found on both sides of the body. If you have it on your right leg, you're also going to have it on your left leg as well. We can also see a shuffling gait in patients with a vitamin B12 deficiency that have had it for a long period of time. So a shuffling gait is going to be what we call Parkinsonian-like symptom. So it looks like Parkinson's in those patients. And a shuffling gait is where the patient's often hunched over and they slowly drag their feet along, not fully lifting their feet. So they slowly just shuffle their gait, they shuffle their feet at some point the patient will not be able to discriminate between those 2 points. So there's going to be a normal level of discrimination in people that don't have a vitamin B12 deficiency, but in a vitamin B12 deficiency, they start to lose that ability to discriminate. So the distance between 2 points, where if a clinician were to take a pin and put 1 point here and another point there, if they have such a reduction of 2-point discrimination, they may not even be able to tell the difference between those 2 points. They may think it's only 1 point being touched in those cases. So that is how you test 2-point discrimination. And again, vitamin B12 deficiency, there is a reduced 2-point discrimination. There's also reduced proprioception as well, so decreased ability to balance. And this also contributes to Parkinsonian-like features as well. Some other issues we can see with vitamin B12 deficiency include reduced reflexes, so hyporeflexia. So we can either see reduced or loss of reflexes entirely, and then poor cognitive development can occur in children who have long periods of vitamin B12 deficiency. So there can be developmental delay, poor brain growth, lethargy, and failure to thrive. Now there are other findings of a vitamin B12 deficiency that can be found in the mouth, for instance, or the oral cavity. So vitamin B12 deficiency can lead to issues with lips and the oral cavity, and these are going to include glossitis. So glossitis is an inflammation of the tongue. This can actually occur in up to 25% of cases of vitamin B12 deficiency. So it's going to be more specifically inflamed and reddened tongue papilla. So if you were to look at the tongue, you can see these little dots that are very reddened and inflamed. And over time, the glossitis can become atrophic, meaning that these little papilla can be smoothened out, and essentially the tongue becomes very smooth.
Oh,
atrophic glossitis. The patient can often complain of burning and pruritus of the tongue. So pruritus is itching sensation. And we can also see angular cheilitis occurring in a vitamin B12 deficiency. This is what angular cheilitis looks like. This is inflammation of the lips with cracking of the corners of the lips. This can be something that can be found in other deficiencies as well. And the fourth category of weird symptoms of vitamin B12 deficiency include blood disorders and related symptoms. So vitamin B12 is important in DNA synthesis and production of immature erythrocytes or reticulocytes. So these are immature red blood cells. And what will happen is that if there's not enough vitamin B12, we have a deficiency, and this can lead to reduced DNA synthesis and abnormalities of cell metabolism. So the type of anemia we're going to see with a vitamin B12 deficiency is a macrocytic anemia. Macrocytic meaning that the red blood cells themselves are larger in size, as opposed to something we might see with an iron deficiency anemia where it is a microcytic anemia, where the cells are smaller in size. If you want more information on different types of anemia, please check out my full lesson on this topic. And because of this, we can see signs and symptoms of anemia. So these include fatigue, shortness of breath, exercise intolerance, pallor, and arrhythmias as well. If you want to learn more about vitamin B12 and how it's absorbed, please check out my full lesson on this topic. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe for more lessons like this one. Thanks so much for watching.
Yo, my calf muscle is huge. But it can't do shit. It's just there, looking all athletic and shit. Can't even make me touch. I can't even touch the rim. I'm sure I can do it now, big old paperweight. That's all I am. Beautiful paperweight. Damn, I don't know why I'm acting like that. What's next? Today's agenda. Put the suitcase up in the central.
Plays all fucking playoffs and see your broke ass home. Okay. Oh yeah, I got a bet. Just guess what? It's contract here. Kawhi ain't gonna miss no game. Yeah, you ain't gonna miss no game. Boy, it's contract here. We going to the finals and we gonna win the finals. Kawhi won't be hurt every year, and you gonna have to eat all your fucking words. Bet $300 that Kawhi wins the championship, and you gonna eat your words. Where is my money? Where is my money? If you see Thomas the Tutu train, this made some good calls out there. He made some good plays. But at the end of the day, I mean, having the outlier of a shooting night between Russell Westbrook, Paul George, and these other guys, that's not going to be duplicated in a series. The Clippers just made 2 shots tonight. And Dallas did a great job of keeping them out of the goddamn paint as well, right? They didn't really have any driver lanes in the paint. They just made tough fucking shots, bro. That is not going to be duplicated in the 7-game fucking series. Luka Doncic was ineffective tonight. Luka and Kyrie had a great showing in the second half of the game, but they're going to push the pace, especially in that second half of the game. And if Kawhi Leonard's out for the whole series, he's out for the majority of the series. At the end of the day, he's gone for the majority of the series. So stop worrying about Kawhi, he's out. Dallas Mavericks will win the series in 5 games. 5 games. They just trying to prolong the series and shit like that. They will win the series in 5 fucking games. 5 games. He said Zubac destroyed Dallas Mavericks in the paint. He did. But like I said, if you think Zubac is going to consistently destroy Dallas in the fucking paint, I mean, you're just stupid. Daniel Gafford had a bad game tonight, but defensively, I think he will be much better in the game too. I think Dallas will shoot the ball much better than what they did. Lucas shot 33%. P.J. Washington was 28% from the 3-point line. I mean, they just missed a lot of shots tonight, bro. Right? And Dallas was turning over the goddamn ball as well, bro. So, it's not going to be duplicated in a series, bro. And that's why I have the Clippers. That's why I got the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, you was right with the Clippers.
The Los Angeles Clippers. Just one fucking game. One game. I'm going to have my last laugh. I'm going to have my last laugh, nigga. I'm going to have the last laugh. You laughing at me, but I'm going to have the last laugh when the Dallas Mavericks destroy the Clippers in 5 games. The Dallas Mavericks will beat the Los Angeles Clippers. And that's why I sat here and said, what's the point of having Kawhi Leonard on the fucking team when the team is winning games without him and he's not available? Just trade this motherfucker. He's never available.
Because when he's available, he's like a wrench in the...
Hey, Mookie, if Kawhi Leonard plays 60-something games in the season, he's going to be healthy, bro, going to the playoffs. This nigga hurt again. He hurt once again, bro.
He don't take care of his body.
He stayed getting hurt, bro. He stayed getting hurt, bro. This man, Kawhi Leonard, stays getting hurt. That's why you can't put your trust in him. Kawhi ain't got the heart like Embiid. See, when Embiid gets hurt, bro, Embiid has to come out there at least trying, bro. This man, Kawhi Leonard, has knee swelling, right? There ain't no meniscus torn or any lateral damages and shit like that. This motherfucker has knee swelling. And this motherfucker don't want to come out there and play basketball with knee swelling? With knee swelling, bro. Kawhi is soft.
I get it. You don't want to feel knee swelling. You're making all that money. Your team is nice in this first round. I ain't trying to think about the finals, nothing.
Off the Clippers roster, bro. Get him off the team.
Think about the playoffs. We think about the finals, not the next round, not this round.
If we were healthy,
if you need him, he'll come out there, but this is the perfect time for him to see what his team is made of without him.
He's never available, so get him off the fucking roster, bro. Chat.
This is a fan.
We have a long playoff. We have a long playoff. We just, day 2 of the playoffs?
You thinking long
term. Jones' predictions will be right at the end of the day. I will be right. And all y'all niggas will be wrong.
He's got his feelings.
Right?
Bro.
I will be right. And all y'all niggas will be fucking wrong. Like y'all always wrong. You can't trust this man, Kawhi Leonard. You can't. You can't trust this guy.
You go out there and drop 40 on you, you'd be like,
Damn, Bertans barely touched this motherfucker. The nigga look like he about to cry.
Who cares?
Bertans barely touched him, and he looked like he about to cry. Put this motherfucker. This is what I'm talking about, bro. You can't rely on this motherfucker. Get him off the team.
All right, bye-bye. I gotta wait till
don't worry, we got 257 people here, man. Make sure y'all smash the like button. Subscribe.
What's going on, man? It's your big brother, Trend Genius. don't click off this video because this message came straight from God to me this morning. As soon as I woke up this morning, the word of the Lord spoke to me. I heard the message. God said, go tell you this, all right? So this message is going to be divine. I don't know who watching this video right now, but this message is for you, and it's a good message. You might want to hear what God got to say, all right? First and foremost, if you know like I know, folks, listen, don't nothing in the universe happen by mistake. Everything happens for a reason, so you're watching this video for a very special reason. And if this is your first time tuning into your Big Bro channel, make sure that you subscribe to this channel if this message resonates with your spirit, all right? Stay tuned to the end of this video because you already know I got some special things for y'all, all right? Chosen one, listen. God said, trust his process. Trust his process and his process only. If you know for a fact that you're a chosen one, then you know for a fact that your life is not your life no more. Your life is in the hands of God because you've taken an oath to be to say, I trust God, that he's gonna lead me to my desires. He's gonna bring my dreams come true. He's gonna always be my provider, you know, and he's gonna always be there for me. So if you're a chosen one and your life is in the hands of God, comment below and just let me know and say, I'm a chosen one, my life is in the hands of God. All right. Something tells me that somebody that's watching this video the past few days, you've been a little bit stressed out. You've been a little bit stressed out. You've been wondering, like, it's something that you're trying to do, you know, and you've been wondering, like, man, like, what am I doing wrong? Am I not doing something right? I think I'm doing everything right. And there have been forces that have been trying to pull you back down to where you used to be. God told me to tell you, don't fall into it. Don't bite the bait. All right? That's the best thing the devil like to do. The devil like to bring you back to square one. The devil always like to bring you back to ground zero. And I'm going to tell you, he knows how to manipulate you. Okay? See, the enemy knows how to get you down, how to take away your happiness, and how to steal your joy. If he can steal your joy, take away your happiness, and blame you for something that you did not do because he know you got a soft heart. He know that you're a child of the Most High God, right? He know you very forgiving, very loving. So the enemy likes to play on your gentleness. You know, the enemy, he likes to play on your kindness. He take your kindness as your weakness. And if he can get your spirit down to feeling bad about the decisions you've been making recently, he gonna win. But God told me to tell you, this is the Lord's battle. This is a confirmation for you. This is a reminder for you. Just letting you know, like, this is a reminder for you. Just letting you know, like, don't fall into the temptations that the devil is offering you on a silver platter. I'm telling you, the devil gonna have all kind of stuff to come out to you and try to make you, like, here, look. But see, it don't appear as something good. Sometimes the devil use something bad and say, you gotta go work this out. You gotta change this situation. Look, they saying that you're responsible for this. You gotta go and report. No, God said, no, don't do it. Listen, the devil is after you, okay? And I'm not saying that to make you scared. I'm just saying, he know you winning. He know you following God's plan. You know what I'm saying? He know what's good for you. He already know that you're doing God's will. He know that for a fact. You know? So he trying his hardest to figure out how can he pull you back to ground zero. He tries so hard to figure out, like, how can I get you back to your weakest point? Don't fall into the trap. And you might say to yourself, well, how am I falling into the trap, Big Brother Trend? What am I doing to make, you know, myself feel like this? Why is this happening to me? Why do I feel like this? Why do I feel out of balance? That's because you keep forgetting that God is in control. See, folks, this is not your battle. Once again, I told you, once you say, I trust God, you trust God, you already know he's going to provide for you. He's going to feed you. He's going to clothe you. He's going to give you provisions. He's going to give you the money that you need. He's going to bring the right people in your life at the right time. But see, one thing you got to understand is that if you're going to put your trust in God, then you have to weather the storms that come with it. All this stuff is temporary and illusion, folks. If you're going through a struggle right now, it's not going to be going on forever. It's just something that God is using to elevate you to the level that he wants you to be. But some of y'all is like, oh my God, it's raining too hard. I'm too wet. And you failing the test. God told me to wake you up. He told me to remind you this is his battle, but you got to continue to trust him. No matter what you're going through, no matter what looks bad right now, no matter who coming against you, no matter what it looks like right now, God said that's all just temporary. I'm just taking you through this path to get you to where you need to be. And see, one thing you got to understand about the Lord, folks, God's ways are not like man's ways. I'm going to say that one more time so it can stick to you and remember this. Listen, people get caught up into thinking that their ways is like God. You, no matter how hard you try, bro, you cannot figure God out. And see, I know there's a lot of y'all ones out there that so-called chosen. Y'all have a hard time of letting God be God. Y'all always trying to figure out his next move. Y'all always trying to figure out when the next blessing gonna come. Y'all always trying to figure out, like, if you please in him. Y'all always trying to figure out what the weather gonna be tomorrow. Y'all always trying to figure out when is the opportunity gonna come. Y'all always looking for a sign. God said, my ways are not like your ways. Listen, folks, no matter how hard you try, you cannot understand God's plan for your life. You don't know how he does it. You don't know how he does it. God is mysterious, bro. Come on now, if you serve a God that created the whole cosmos, and do you know how sophisticated the cosmos is? Man still can't even get out of the galaxy. He can barely go to the moon. God created the whole cosmos. That ain't even human. Human can't even do that. That's something unworldly. God is unworldly. He don't think like a man. So stop trying to figure God out, bro. God can deliver. God can set up a pack of Q-tips at your door. You open up your door, it's a pack of Q-tips on the floor of the door. You like, why there's Q-tips right here? You don't even know why they're right there. You take the pack of Q-tips in your crib, put them up under your bathroom seat. You're like, okay, well, I guess I got some Q-tips. All right. 2 months later down the line, you get an ear infection. You're like, I got an ear infection. Now, you don't forgot about the Q-tips because men don't think like God. You don't forgot about the Q-tips. Now you go to the doctor say you got an earache, you got to get your peroxide, you know the drill.
Damn.
Peroxide in, try to get it out. That don't work. Next thing you know, it come to your mind. God tell you, remember I delivered them Q-tips to your doorstep 2 months ago? Use them right there to unclog your ears. You didn't think that would work, did you? Boom. That day, your ear get unclogged because that Q-tip box that God delivered to you to your door. See, you didn't know nothing about it until know I got some special things for y'all, all right? Chosen witness and blame you for something that you did not do because he know you got a soft heart. He know that you a child of the Most High God, right? He know you. This is a reminder for you. Just letting you know, like, this is a reminder. And no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen, the devil is after you, okay? And he know it's not your battle. Your ways. Listen, folks, no matter how hard you try, you cannot understand God's plan for your life. You don't know how the Q-tips because men don't think like God. You don't forgot about the Q-tips. Now you go to the doctor say you got an earache, you got to get your peroxide, you know the drill. Yeah, you get your peroxide, pour the peroxide in, try to get it out. That don't work. Next thing you know, it come to your mind, God tell you, remember he done already cleared the path. It just looked like the path is dirty. You know, it just looked like it's a lot of debris on the path. It just looked like that because he wanted to look like that because God, along the way to your destiny, he gonna test your faith now. God is gonna test your faith. He tried, but all of this is to make you strong because he got to have you strong to get you to where you about to be. All the things that you're going through right now is just building you up so that you can get to where you need to be. So you're gonna have all the ingredients to the recipe of where you're trying to be. Okay? Any little storm you're going through, a situation with this guy you're going through, you might be going through a situation with this guy, or you might be going through a situation with your parent or something like that, or you could be going through this financial crisis or something right now that you might be going through. It's all to mold you, to flip you, to fold you, and to get you to the mindset or the understanding of what God is trying to do for you. So that way when you get to where you are, it'll all be a finished, complete job. If that makes any sense, chosen one. The point I'm making is, bro, trust the process that God has for you. Stop worrying. Some of y'all need to stop worrying, man. Stop sitting around. Stop worrying about what's going right and what's going wrong. Stop worrying about people. Stop being worried about people, man. Stop being worried about the world. Some of y'all be focused on the world. Oh, they ain't doing this, and they doing that, and this ain't right, and they did this too. Oh, and the weather balloons, and this. Man, forget all that, man. Listen, trust God, trust the process. He always lead you in the right direction. God gonna provide for you whatever you need right now. God know you need it, but just go through the process. Just trust Him. Right now, say, I trust you, God.
I trust
Comment
you, God.
below and say, I trust you, God. Prove it to Him. Once you get back into alignment with Him and trusting Him and knowing that this is not your battle, just knowing that He's gonna get you to where you need to be because you trust in Him. Listen, everything today is gonna go right for you because you're gonna be back into alignment. Get out of the world mindset right now. I don't know what mindset you was in before you watch this video, but something tells me some of y'all was in the world mindset. Doubt, worry, fear, anxiousness, hopelessness. Get out of the world mindset and come back into the kingdom of God. Come back into the understanding and the realization that your God is He's the creator of the universe. You good. And see, here's the thing about your plan. People around you, they not chosen. People around you don't got the answers to your life.
Facts.
That's why they walk out on you. That's why they don't mess with you. They don't know how to do what God is doing. God don't want them in your life.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Only God knows the plan He has for you. Only He know that. And He's trying to get you to understand. Listen, if you're rolling with me, then it ain't nobody you need to talk to. Just me. That's what God basically saying. God, like if you in this call, you rolling with me. What do I need them for? You don't even need friends. You don't even need a man. That's what God said. God said you don't think like these girls over here. These girls are weak. They codependent on somebody to do things for them. They don't have me in your life like you do. God said, listen, you in my life, you mine now. And the only thing you gotta do is get out of the world mindset of all this stuff in the world and just know you God's chosen one. It ain't nowhere you can't go. God gonna be there with you.
No pressure.
It ain't nothing that nobody can do to you. People can threaten you. You might feel fears. The devil might be throwing you snares and throwing you thoughts of defeat or death or whatever. Man, all of it is just illusion. It ain't nothing nobody can do to you.
That's my
Because
issue.
God with you. It ain't nothing that don't happen for you. Everything happens for you if you're the chosen one, like you think you are, or like you say you are. Everything happens for you. You spoiled. That's why people treat you the way they treat you, because you spoiled you. You got the anointing of God on you.
Amen.
It ain't nothing they can do about it. They know it. They can feel it. They can see it. But you just gotta believe it. You can't keep forgetting and saying, oh, man, nobody give me some attention. It's hard. Life, it got me down. Okay, you know what? You just lost trust. You don't trust God again. All back on. You just lost already. The devil just won. Listen. Don't nobody understand what God has for you. Don't nobody understand it, bro. Only you can see it. That's why He chose you, because God said, you. He said, I want you to be able to see the hand that I'm on your life. I want you to be able to see my hand. That's what God said. He said, I want you. That's why he chose you. That's why he chose you. That's why God chose you. Because he said, I want you. And listen, you the only one that can see his hand move. See, all these other people out here, they can't see the cause that's in God's hand for their life because he didn't choose them. God said, listen, I chose you. I'm going to show you my hand. Now you can see all the hands of God and the way he planned in your life. And can't nobody understand it because they can't see it, bro. They want to see it, bro. They thirst to see it. They hunger to see it, but they can't see it because they not chosen. They're not the anointed one. You are the anointed one. You got the favor of God in your life. So I want to tell you today, I don't give a damn what you're going through, bro. That problem is out the door right now. It's over. We scratching it off. I don't care what your mortgage looking like, your rent looking like. I don't care what your refrigerator look like. Listen, you can have a tomato and an onion and a pack of cheese. Praise the Lord right now. Oh, praise the Lord right now. Listen, God said he going to give you the thoughts that you need in order to succeed. God said he going to give you the thoughts that you need in order to read. God said he going to give you the thoughts that you need. God will put a thought in your mind in a flash of lightning.
Facts.
Change everything. Listen, listen, y'all, I don't know if you know, but I know for a fact, I done seen it with my own two eyes. We serve an awesome God. We serve a God that's so smart and so intelligent, so beyond intelligent. You ain't got nothing to worry about, dog. The gates will open up for you when you get there. The lights will turn green when you pull up. The bike tire that was flat, it'll be pumped up when you get there. People be like, no, that tire was flat when I seen it. It's pumped up now. Oh, that must be the child of the Most High God. Yes, it is. Comment below and say I'm a child of the Most High God.
I'm a child of the Most High God.
I told you the word was for you today.
I didn't know that.
So for the rest of this day, you're gonna walk, talk, you're gonna act like you're a child of the Most High God. Everything gonna happen for you, baby. Huh? People come to you with problems, say, all right, yeah, okay, all right, cool, yeah, all right. And they doing this, and they doing that, and you ain't did this. Okay, cool. All right. At the end of the day, God on my side. So come on with the problems. Give me some more. Give me some more. You think I had enough? Give me some more. Who said that? Comment below. Who said that? You think I had enough? Give me some more. Shit.
You can order money, you can give me some more.
Problems ain't nothing to the chosen one. That stuff don't.
Yo, spend for
that's
you
all the stuff that the world go through and
you know,
other people go through. That ain't for us.
You know, we getting money.
We got God working with us. What they got, what they going through. All the stuff that's going on in the Matrix. Man, they don't bother us. That's not for us. We come from a different cloth. That's what they got to go through for their sins. We were saved by the grace of God. Tell them that. But anyway, I told you, man, if you stay tuned to the end of this video, your big bro Trey got something very special for you. Listen, some of y'all out there still ain't listening to the word. I told y'all, if you were chosen one and you have not got the 2 documents that I'm trying to give to you, okay? Get in contact with me, send me an email. You gotta get them. If you haven't got one piece of information from the lost seed or the star seed or the chosen one, you still ain't listening to God's word. Because it's information in these packages, folks, that I'm not telling on here because I can't say what I really want to say on here. So if you don't got lost information for the star seeds, chosen ones, volume 1, you ain't got volume 1 yet. Some of y'all ain't got volume 1. Some of y'all ain't even got number 2 and 1. Some of y'all ain't even got 1, 2, and 3. You behind. You ain't trusting in the word. I'm legit, folks. I'm legit. So that was the word that God told me to tell you today. You're gonna have a good Sunday, man. It's gonna be, somebody comment below and say, speak over today, say it's gonna be use your favorite word, it's gonna be an awesome day.
It's gonna be an awesome day.
Comment below and say it's gonna be an awesome day. I know I'm about to go have a good day, bro. I don't got no problems. Hey, listen, problems, they exist though, but I don't got no problems.
If awesome is getting my leg loose, that's exactly what it's gonna be. Awesome day.
Not me, I'm healthy. I'm about to go eat me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I had about 8 of them yesterday.
Protein. It's your big bro Trey, man. If you need a book session with me, video session, I'm doing video sessions also, man. It's in the comment section below. If you look in the comment section below, I am doing video sessions now. And I reactivated regular sessions, just for a little bit, okay? So, that being said, remember this message, trust God's process. You can't figure it out, just be happy. That's the only thing you can do with God. Just be happy. Because you ain't never gonna figure them out. Peace.
That was great.
What's up, guys? Hey, Jared Beckstrand here, Doctor of Physical Therapy, ToneAndTitan.com, and these are my best tips to eliminate your plantar fascia pain. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for joining me today here on Tone and Titan. I'm excited to be able to share with you a little bit more about this plantar fascia pain and specifically some tips and tricks to hopefully help you guys out of the pain that you're experiencing. That's the goal with the video today. If these things that I shared do help you, do me a favor, you guys hit that thumbs up button, like this video down below. Okay, so let's get into it. What is the plantar fascia? Here I am carrying my leg around. So this is going to be a right leg. On my skeleton model here, I've actually
I'd be like, yo, this is my actual leg.
So hopefully it'll
I've
give
been
you a little
gone
bit
because
better visual on what that
got
looks
into a
like.
horrible
Okay, so here it is.
walking
So here's your
accident.
foot. Along the
My
bottom
leg
of your
just
foot,
fell
you've
off.
actually got a big
Some use it
ligament that fans
an
from your
actual-
heel to each one of your 5 toes, kind of in that spot right there. Now, plantar fasciitis is when this plantar fascia ligament becomes inflamed and irritated. If
That's
it
where
goes
I had
unchecked for long enough, it
both
can actually
feet.
build up some scar tissue in here. Most often, I'm going to see, I
4
hope that
years
shows up,
ago.
you guys. Most often, you get it right where that plantar fascia inserts into your heel. Some people will tell me it kind of spreads up into that area of their arch as well. Those are probably the 2 most common areas that I see it, with that one being the most
So you hear
common.
my foot
Why do we get
cracking up and
plantar
storming out.
fasciitis? And so again, if I go back to the plantar fascia here, you can see that this is the inside of a right foot. And so that plantar fascia is the ligament that's primarily responsible for the structure of our arch. Now, if I were to demonstrate exactly what that looks like, if I were to grab my hand kind of and bring it into this position right here, that would be the arch of the foot. Let's call this marker the plantar fascia. So that plantar fascia is responsible for supporting the structure of that arch. Now, if this gets tight or if this moves too much, those are the 2 things that are going to cause excessive pulling on that plantar fascia, and that's what's going to cause pain in that spot right there.
Yep.
So
I can
our
believe
goal
it.
becomes we can
Stretch that foot.
try to decrease tension here, or we can actually try to strengthen here. And so those are the 2
That's the
approaches
hard
that we
part.
need to take with
You
this.
gotta figure
We need
out
to show you
the
some
2.
stretches.
Which
Again,
one do I
this
do?
loosens
Do I
up, and then we
balance
also
it?
need to
Do I
strengthen
strengthen it?
this
Do I
so that there's not so much tension in
stretch
it
it?
as you're going about your daily activities. So let me get into those. Let's show you how to do those right now. The first thing we want to do is get the plantar fascia loosened up and promote some good blood flow into that area. The best way to do that is with aggressive massage to this spot. The best way to facilitate an aggressive massage to this area are going to be with the 3 things that I have in my hand. I like a rolling pin, where you can roll your foot back and forth on the top of it. I like a lacrosse ball. It's a little more focused because you can kind of isolate those areas that are particularly tender. But then my favorite is going to be actually a frozen water bottle. My bad on my preparation for this video, you guys. This water bottle's not frozen. I get that. Throw this in the freezer, let it freeze overnight, and then use that to roll your foot back and forth. That way, you actually get the anti-inflammatory effects of ice with the aggressive massage technique. Now, here's the thing about this, you guys. It's going to hurt. It's going to be a bear to do this, and it's going to suck, and there's going to be areas that are super painful. But here's the thing. What you should notice is that over time, your tolerance to it improves as your plantar fascia pain decreases, meaning the more you do it, the better it feels, the more healing that occurs, and actually gets you out of that pain. So step 1, we're going to spend, and what I typically recommend to people is just a couple minutes every day, so like 2 to 3 minutes maybe in the morning, 2 to 3 minutes maybe at night, at least once a day, up to twice a day, with some aggressive massage to the bottom of your foot. After you loosen it up with some massage, it's important that we stretch that area out. Now, in order to stretch your plantar fascia out, again, it's a ligament that goes from my heel right here, fans out to my toes right here. And so there's actually 2 ways we can stretch it. Anything where I'm going to pull my toes back towards me is going to facilitate a stretch in that plantar fascia, but some of those fibers are actually continuing tenuous with my Achilles
Yes, they
tendon,
are.
meaning my Achilles comes down the back and inserts into my heel here, but some of those actually wrap around the heel and become continuous with the plantar
It
fascia.
feels like they wrapped
And so
around my
one
heel
of the main causes of
completely,
plantar
and then went under
fasciitis
my
is
foot,
actually
and
tight
then
calves.
went to
So
my
there's a
toes.
lot that you can do to loosen up the tension in your calves.
Like a
I'm not
big
going to
old
get into
rock.
all the details of that in this video because I've already shot one of those. I'll leave a link in the description down below, so check that out. I'll also drop it in. It's floating up at the top of the screen right now. So check out the tight calf video. But for the purposes of this video, I'm going to show you a couple of my favorite stretches that are going to stretch that plantar fascia, but you're also going to fill them up into your calf. And so the first one that I like is going to be a seated calf and plantar fascia stretch. First, you're going to come to the edge of probably your bed or the kitchen table are probably the two best places to do this. Couches are usually a little bit low. I just want, so my right leg's up on the table, my left leg's down on the floor. You're going to take an arch towel, but I've got it folded in half lengthwise, and I'm going to lay it down on the table, bed, couch, whatever you guys are on, or bed, or kitchen table, whatever you guys are on. The weight of my calf and the weight of my heel are going to then hold that towel down in place as I grab the remainder here. Now, in this position, I'll try to get you so you guys can see it. In this position, you can see that as I pull on this towel, I can actually kind of pull down towards the table to facilitate that extension stretch through my toe. So that's a good way to pull on that plantar fascia. But then, as I pull it towards me, it's also introducing what we call dorsiflexion. I'm bringing my toes towards my knee, and that's going to stretch my calf out also. And so to show you what that looks like exactly, so right here, I'm going to pull down to get that toe extension, and then I'm going to pull towards me, and there it is, you guys. I can feel that. I feel that a lot in my calf, but then I also feel that down in the bottom of my foot also. You're going to get it to where it's a comfortable stretch. Hold for 20 seconds and then back off of it. And then you're going to repeat that
20 seconds is not
three
long
times, 20-second holds on this seated plantar fascia stretch. And you can do that one a couple times a day also. All right, you guys, so using those same principles of extending the toe and flexing through the ankle, we're going to show you two more stretches for that plantar fascia in standing. What you're going to do is I've got a rolled up towel here on the floor. To get that toe extension, I'm going to prop my toes just right on the edge of that towel so you can see that my toes are bent back. Now, to get the calf stretch, I'm going to step over it with my left foot, and then I'm actually going to come up and press kind of into the wall, just like this. Now, for me, that's a good stretch. I feel that right at the top of the calf, but then also on the bottom of my foot as well, in that plantar fascia area. What we'll do is you'll hold that for 20 seconds. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about the calf is that the calf's actually two muscles. With my knee straight, I stretch one, but then I can also stretch the other deeper muscle by bending my knee. So 20 seconds right here with my knee straight is going to stretch the one, but now if I just unlock that knee joint, it's a slow movement, I hope you guys saw it, but now with my knee joint unlocked, all of a sudden I feel that down in my Achilles tendon, and then also maybe a little more intensely in my plantar fascia. So I'm going to hold that position for 20 seconds. So standing with my knee straight, you're going to hold it for 20 seconds to stretch your gastrocnemius muscle out. Then you're going to unlock it for 20 seconds, and that's going to stretch your deeper soleus muscle out. That one you can do a couple of times a day also. All right, you guys, hey, one more to show you. It's actually my favorite one. I've kind of suffered off and on with this plantar fascia pain, and this is probably my favorite stretch it's offered me.
I don't wish plantar fasciitis on anybody, other than my mother. I hope she gets plantar fasciitis, sciatica, hip issues, everything but heart issues.
Now, what I want to do is I'm going to plunge and with my good leg, take a couple of steps up the stair.
In her family, fuck that.
So it requires a little bit of mobility, flexibility to do it. Lean into this position right here.
I'll never have
Fascia. It's going to be a great stretch on the
I could be in the church, I'm still
and
going
again, as I mentioned, that's probably my personal favorite. What you do is hold that for 20 seconds 3 times, and then do that one a couple of times a day. All right, you guys, there you have some of my favorite stretches and techniques to help you to alleviate some of this plantar fasciitis pain that you may be experiencing. Now, one more thought to leave you with. This is a hard thing to treat just because it's hard hard thing to rest. We're always up on our feet, we're always active, we're always doing things. It's hard to give it a complete break. And so that being said, usually I tell people about 10 to 12 weeks of consistently performing these exercises is what you're in for. So keep that in mind. Be patient, be consistent, and I know that good things can happen for you. Hey, if you guys like this video, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. Also, if you have any questions or comments about this video, leave those down below. If you have a favorite stretch, if you have a favorite particular technique that I shared, leave it down in a comment down below. Also, any suggestions you might have for future videos, I'd love to hear from you guys. Alright guys, that's it for me. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe to Tone and Tighten right here on YouTube. Do that right down below. Those of you who might have tight calves with your plantar fascia pain, click on that video. Those of you who might have some Achilles tendonitis issues going on, that video right down there. Thanks for joining me.
Achilles tendonitis definitely had that.
What's up guys, Dr. Jared here. And these are 5 things that you can do every single morning to alleviate pain in your plantar fascia. Now, if you have plantar fasciitis or pain in the bottom of your foot, you know it can be miserable. And especially those first couple of steps in the morning as you get out of bed and
let's give somebody else a chance.
Those steps can be very painful. It feels like someone's stabbing you in the bottom of the foot. The things that I want to share with you in this video are going to help to alleviate
of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Super Welterweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by Bacardi. Sanctioned by the Nevada State Athletic Commission Chairman Skip Avancino Jr., Executive Director Mark Ratner, WBC President Jose Suleiman. At ringside, the 3 judges who will be scoring this contest on the 10-point system: Guido Cavalieri, Dwayne Ford, and Paul Smith. And inside the ring, when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, referee Jay Nady. And now, from the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, for the sold-out thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! 9 knockouts with 4 defeats and 8 world title bouts. Tonight, he is the challenger, the former junior lightweight, former lightweight, former junior welterweight, former 2-time welterweight, former 2-time super welterweight, and former WBO middleweight champion of the world from East LA, the Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya.
That man with the man.
Across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black, official weight, 153 pounds. His professional record consists of 27 victories, including 22 knockouts, 5 defeats with 1 draw, 1 no contest, and 2 world titles. From Managua, Nicaragua, the former undisputed welterweight champion of the world, the reigning, defending WBC Super Welterweight champion of the world, El Matador, Ricardo Mayorga.
Maybe about 98% of them are not. We'll be down to 3 very soon. It'll be the old days when the fighters come in with the trainer, the cut man, and maybe the manager.
Rest in peace, Mayweather. Roger Mayweather. Yeah. Roger just followed it, obviously.
Negotiating, pretty soon they'll start negotiating with their fists. Instantaneous fireworks here. So here we go. Opening round. Mayorga comes out winning with the right hand. Left hook is blocked by De La Hoya. Tries
This is swinging with both hands.
He's not very disciplined, which means he can land
Nah,
a
I
big
don't
shot
like it.
or get caught by a big shot.
He tripping.
lives on the edge. Well, he's forget the boxing.
I mean, Eric said, fuck it, let's do street fight.
He's looking for a quick KO. Well, this could play into De La Hoya's hands. He's missing wildly. And De La Hoya, not a guy that's been caught that much early in fights. He'll try to use this against Mayorga. Oscar is not dancing. He's not really moving.
Oh, I knew that was coming. Oscar said. Yeah, Mayorga came out there bugging. Whack his ass.
He sent electricity through this building. Well, he certainly sent a shockwave through the body of Mayorga. Well, Mayorga's all-or-nothing approach leads to the knockout of Forrest, which gave him the
He got no strategy. He just out there fighting. What's he mad about? Oscar must have took his girl. Yo, he had no strategy. He out here just swinging. Come on, Oscar. Come on. Oscar, put your arm, put your hands up. Exactly, that's what Oscar seems to be dipping. To make it out of the round, yeah.
He's 15 seconds away from it. As fireworks from De La Hoya, a 10-8 round that almost could have been 10-7. And for Mayorga, it was all lights out.
If you can't touch your toes, you're not doing something right. Pause. Let's get it. Straight leg, too. He was tripping.
That's vintage Oscar. That's a guy who went away and trained. That looked to me like Mayorga. That look on the canvas was, what was that? And he may have a big hill to climb here in round two because De La Hoya is coming out, seeking to finish this. When you heard Floyd Mayweather Sr. say to him, you can knock him out right now. De La Hoya leading in with the left hook. Another big left hook just missed, but he is zoning in on that left hook. De La Hoya cannot miss with that punch. Mayorga is tailor-made to receive it. His right hand is down low, and Mayorga now is going for broke, but his punches are dying in the gloves of De La Hoya. De La Hoya is blocking those shots. Big jab by De La Hoya. Again the jab, and if he just jabbed a few times, it opens up the body, and then that left hook to the head. A signature De La Hoya shot in round one. Mayorga lands a right to the body and takes a left hook to the head. That one was closer to getting there. Oscar was a little late reacting.
Oscar.
Right hand. Mayorga Not even close here. De La Hoya blocking
Put them
everything
hands
and
up, bro.
seeing everything. He's backing up and just taking the shots in his gloves. And he's got a defense for the one-dimensional attack of Mayorga. Mayorga needs to throw a bomb from someplace that's not traditional. That's been his way. Right hand by Mayorga. Stopped by De La Hoya. Mayorga looking for room. On his feet, dancing and moving. De La Hoya moving toward him. De La Hoya backs up. He's been blocking everything by Mayorga. Good right hand by De La Hoya. Nice combination there. Oscar using the left hook again. He's wise to go back to that. Good right hand by De La Hoya. Mayorga hurt again. He stayed up somehow. He was
Damn. You cut that chin again.
Mayorga was tattooed with a great shot. Look how calm De La Hoya is. He was taking some terrific punishment and stays in. Now this is certainly the best Oscar De La Hoya we've seen in a long time. Knocked out by Bernard Hopkins.
Ooh, that's one of my team next, Bernard Hopkins.
Beaten by Shane Mosley in a controversial
Executioner.
And brings back memories with his 1992 Olympian and numerous champion. Into round 3 we go, suggesting a cramp or a rib or something along those lines. He's got big problems. Oscar De La Hoya in the blue, doing a number so far on Ricardo Mayorga. Well, he really got a chewing out for Mayweather. We felt that he just didn't follow up when he had the man hurt. Go get him, finish him off. Well, he certainly tried in round 2 to get that done. He did everything but put Mayorga out. And there's always a concern and anxiety among trainers. Hey, you know, it's sitting right there. Get it right now. You never know. And so some urgency creeps into their voice. Mayorga trying to go to the body on this round. De La Hoya making the back up. Mayorga doesn't like to fight backing up. He doesn't want to be backing up. Right hand by Mayorga. This is the round he surprised Vernon Forrest in when everything was going badly for him in 2003. And Mayorga getting braver. He's taking his shots and at least making De La Hoya react to him. Trying to get into the fight. He hasn't been in the fight yet. De La Hoya 37-4, 29 knockouts. Mayorga 28-5-1, 23 knockouts. He came on the scene really in 2003 with the victory over Forrest, and then another one over Forrest. Then lost to Corey Spinks and Felix Trinidad.
Felix Trinidad.
One thing really working against Mayorga here is many people forget that
Oh.
De La Hoya works the body and gets a lot of speed on it.
Yo, De La Hoya was nice.
De La Hoya.
Slower here, but
De La Hoya has saved his talking
he ain't saying nothing.
for the ring. Mayorga helped build up the
Straight
fight,
working.
and now De La Hoya controlling the fight. Although there is more life in Mayorga in this round, and he's got to land something clean. Oscar blocks, or at least partially blocks, most of his punches. Almost all of them. Double jab by De La Hoya. Now he's starting to get into it. That was a pretty good right. Mayorga's right hand is still, well, he looked a little longer into that, but his right hand is still quick. Mayorga's. Two jabs by Mayorga. He was a bit lazy. There's a good right uppercut by Mayorga. And that hurt De La Hoya. De La Hoya nodded his head. He was right.
Yeah, he knows what's up, right?
Right hand again by Mayorga. This is the round we said in which he did it against Vernon Forrest, and he gets close to recovery routine. Good right uppercut by Mayorga. And De La Hoya knows he's in a fight now. Nice round.
And he was getting the whole time.
You saw it there. He tried to follow up, but Mayorga was able to block him. But later on in the round, here's the big shot for Mayorga. Tremendous right hand that drove De La Hoya back and rocked Oscar De La Hoya. You saw it. His knee is going to be wobbly with that punch. So into round 4 we go. A fight scheduled for 12 or less. And the or less portion is really looking good now. That's the favorite at this point. De La Hoya had Mayorga down in the opening round, almost out a couple times. Eye of Mayorga swelling. That's going to close rapidly. Yet Mayorga showing that he can get De La Hoya's attention with the right hand. That was a big one by De La Hoya. Left hook by De La Hoya. Two excellent body shots by De La Hoya. Now he's left hook to the body. He's a terrific shot. De La Hoya's left hooks to the head and body are some of the finest in boxing. Slapping shot by Mayorga as he was retreating. Then he gets the right hand in. You see De La Hoya's gloves up like that. Mayorga's right hand has to go the overland route to get there. And that's why Oscar did block most of those. But he has had some success to the body in this round. Pair of left hooks. De La Hoya, I think, was the harder of the two. De La Hoya advancing on Mayorga. Jabbed by De La Hoya. Good right hand by De La Hoya. Mayorga coming back and it's blocked. Stiff jab gets in by Mayorga. Let's see if Mayorga can do some work with his jab. If he can start to land the jab, that could spell some trouble for Oscar. And he hasn't until seconds ago. Body shots by both as they open it up. Oh, De La Hoya was trying to he measured him with his left and then threw that right back. The crowd does not want Jay Nady to do anything to St. Oscar. Right hand from Mayorga. Good shots here by Mayorga working the body as he's trying to get closer. He will have to take the risk of getting nailed in order to get a little bit more distance on his punches. De La Hoya with 3 shots. Good right to the head by De La Hoya. Mayorga not moving. Cut by Mayorga.
See, every time I hit that spot, it causes my knee to pop.
Some jabs by Mayorga coming up short. And the good battle continues here. Galvanized by the Trinidad fight. Also by the Shane Mosley knows. Massive heads, no cuts. No cut, no foul. And you know that the heads could come together more often. We'd hate to see that. In the first Shane Mosley fight, you might remember Oscar had a considerable, almost decisively, to be on the 6th round, but he never won another round after that. Then, of course, against Trinidad, rounds 10, 11, and 12, he essentially gave away. They got surprised on the cards. De La Hoya holding up.
Oscar serving out that shit right now. Oh, he had him on the bullets. Okay.
Takes it. Come to fight tonight. And he's backed up to talk, at least
Ooh, I got you now. That shit hurts.
In rounds 1 and 2, and Ahoga's in control now. That sixth sense is not there. You have to do something to get back in that near KO zone. Good work there from Delahoya. Excellent. Mayorga back with 2 jabs and a right hand. Jab into the body is Mayorga. Jab by Delahoya. Jab by Delahoya. Oscar looks to me like he's making a concerted effort here to find the finisher. Look at the jab. That's with intent. Jab into the left hook by Delahoya. Has always been his money shot. Then he gets his shoulder shot in and gets away with it. He's an expert at that. He knocked out Rafael Morales with that. And his first big fight. Hook by Delahoya. He's trying to load up another big shot. Good right hand by Delahoya. Mayorga took it. Oscar is going for it. He's not going wild going for it, but he's looking for the closing. Right hand by Mayorga. Didn't have a whole lot on it. That's Delahoya.
What I'm noticing is that I'm compact. So what I gotta do is open up my groin so that my legs can breathe. My leg muscles and tendons can breathe. So, and that's why the center, my groin area, is weak. Because I'm not walking the proper way because of my ankles. And my shins are tightening up because they're weak. Compensating for the lack of muscle and glute muscle. And it's all in my abs, right in my stomach, but it feels like it's my back. So as I get better at wider squats or leg lunges, it feels like it's lifting it up a little bit and getting more muscle, which causes my feet to feel planted.
He also had him in trouble in round 2. Mayorga showed more life in round 3 and a little bit in the 4th. And Delahoya took it away in round 5. So here we are in round 6 at the MGM Grand Garden in Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm Dave Montempo, along with Rich Murata. And we're glad you're watching this with us because it's been a lot of excitement. The 3rd round is the only one that I gave to Mayorga, and it was more or less on the basis of that one big uppercut that he landed that had Oscar in just a momentary trouble.
Oh, it's the knee. What do you want more, the pain or to get rid of the pain?
He was not going to stop punching until this fight was over. Rights and lefts with Mayorga on the ropes. Rollins finally stopped Castillo in that fight. Down he went. Oscar actually went down himself. He tripped and went down, but the fight was being called at that very moment by referee Canadian. There you see Mayorga. He's trying to get away from the blows, and a lot of the blows are being blocked, or he's taking half of them, on his shoulders. But now Oscar beginning to land some of the straight ones. There you see that right get in, another right get in. The right is more successful here, and then that left hand. Too many clean blows, just too many shots. Too many shots to Mayorga's head.
Well, De La Hoya always was an excellent finisher.
And then he was pulling De La Hoya off to stop the fight. Mayorga had had enough. And there's a smile he had not seen in a long time in the face.
On the MGM Grand of Las Vegas, referee Jay Nady steps.
Dylan Harper to the line. Went to Steph Curry's camp. And Steph said to them meaning Harper and his Rutgers teammate Ace Bailey, and when you come to his camp, he wants to be a small part, a small piece on the ladder, on the climb up. And he said, Steph Curry, to the New Jersey press, that Dylan Harper just conducts himself like a pro.
And you can see that, but you can expect.
I mean, his father was a pro.
He's been raised in this, right?
Yeah,
I mean, knowing
this
his
is
dad
life.
had a long NBA career, and the bright lights won't bother him. His dad was a teammate of Jordan, and he's been around all of this, and he's grown up, so he knows how to work. Flag there.
Flag.
Just controls the game in so many different ways, but just like Harper, I mean.
Flag trying to make a connection. He does in transition, and that one falls home. So a nice sequence. Darion Reed finishes it off, and just like that, Team Air within 4.
Reed we hadn't talked about much for a big guy. He rim runs like a guard.
And now Flag with a shutdown of Queen. Bethea flying in Brooklyn.
Cooper Flag let them know, flexing on him.
Wow. And then with a smile, and Asa Newell, his Montverde teammate, combines for a chest bump because we've got a ball game.
We do. Officials mentioned his flag. They want to say something to Cooper Flag. Like, hey, he just competes. You gotta love it. All-Star game, it doesn't matter. He just competes.
Man, Cooper Flag is extraordinary. Now you just think about a kid coming from the state of Maine, where out there it's not like they're known to produce a ton of prospects. It doesn't mean basketball is not a big deal. It is a big deal.
That man
It's
is
just
king
not
of
well
Maine.
known nationally. He has made Maine get so much attention.
Yes.
He's brought events
Yes.
to his state, and he made the move down to Montverde, but he really values his roots. He says that those humble him.
Well, you know you're really good. Let me say that. You know you're great when you have your own AAU program and you're just a team. At Peach Jam. And of all places. Peach Jam is about collecting talent pretty much throughout your state and area. He was essentially a Peach Jam team and a really good one by himself. And obviously he had his brother and some other really good players with him. But you just don't see that very often. They do that a lot when you're special to have this little talent.
And to think he was pegged to be in the class of 2025 before reclassifying.
You're coming up like that would have been unfair to have him in the 2025 class. Really would have been a waste of his time.
Here is Flag.
His ability to do
Oh!
this.
Cooper Flag!
And that's what's going to happen if you put a legit 5-man on him. He's going to destroy you off the bounce like that.
The other end, Drake Powell. Nice delivery here for a 2-hand jam. Morris Johnson, rather Jake Quaintance, who's just checked
Raleigh, North Carolina. Just a long length and a powerful, athletic big. But I would imagine his phone is ringing up. No one more than Kyle trying to get into Arkansas.
He wants it. He wants his man. Waits. Off to Bethea. Bethea stop and go. Bethea teardrop. Tap down and it will stay with Team Flight. Waits trying to get to this. A fun matchup. Waits now on 1 foot, can't hit. And